Hello, and welcome to Tiger TV News for Friday, April 29th. Ms. Favada and Mr. Casolo, accompanied by their biology, zoology, and marine science students, went to the Camden Aquarium recently. Let's go to Lizzie to find out more.
On Thursday, April 21st, students here at Fleetwood Area High School went on a field trip to the Camden Aquarium. Students who have taken or are currently taking any of Mr. Casolo's or Mrs. Favada's science courses were able to go along on the trip.
The exhibits were pretty cool. The hippos were really nice, walking through the shark tank, walking over the shark tank. All the things that you could have petted, I guess would be the proper term, with the stingrays and the shark and the starfish and all that stuff. It's a good time had by all.
The Camden Aquarium had various exhibits that appealed to the students, such as stingrays, starfish, and sharks. There was also an outdoor exhibit for the penguins to walk around.
We started off in the hippo exhibit, and there's only two in there, but we got to see them and they got really close to the glass.
And then after that, we got to see all the jellyfishes. They were in these big tubes, and it was dark in there, and they were all glow in the dark.
If you're interested in going on a cool field trip like the Camden Aquarium, be sure to sign up for any of Mr. Casolo or Mrs. Favada's science courses for next year. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Lizzie Giese.
Thank you, Lizzie. After months of hard work, Fleetwood's production of The Wizard of Oz was presented to audiences from April 14th to the 17th. Tristan can tell you how it went.
Fleetwood Area High School students performed the musical The Wizard of Oz for the public from April 15th to the 17th. On Thursday, April the 14th, before opening to the public, the show was performed with ASL interpreters for the deaf and hard of hearing. This was a first for Fleetwood.
I think we did really well. I had fun, we all had fun, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good performance.
The show starred Juliette Cornell as Dorothy, as she traveled through Oz with the Scarecrow, played by Aaron DeWald, the Tin Man, played by Michael Favada, and the Lion, played by Tyler Redding.
I thought my performance went really well. I did my best to stay in character. I didn't think really any of us had too many times where we'd go out of character or if we missed a line. I thought we put on a really good show, and it was really good.
The show was 2.5 hours long and was very appreciated by the community. I'm Tristan Spaneth reporting for Tiger TV News. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks for the report, Tristan. 4 Fleetwood athletes announced where they'll be playing their respective sports over the course of their college careers. Here's Megan to tell you more.
4 Fleetwood athletes signed their letters of intent for college sports on Wednesday, April 13th. The procedure took place in the library after school and was run by Fleetwood High School's athletic director, Matt Teal. After a word from coaches and family, each of the players signed a document stating that they would play their respective sport for their chosen team. This fall, Eric Odama will be playing soccer for Albright, Katie Coleman will be playing soccer for Mount Aloysius, Amanda Meck will be playing volleyball for Kutztown, and Jenna Sievert will be playing volleyball for DeSales.
I'm very excited to go to Albright. From the first time I stepped on campus, it was just amazing, the scenery and everything. It's also close by home, so there's a lot of advantages to that.
I'm going to Kutztown University to play volleyball at the Division II level, and I'm super excited to do that.
We wish them the best of luck in their college careers. I'm Megan Burkert. Back to you, Connor.
Thank you, Megan. Frau Moll took members of the German club to Deutsche Eck last week for their annual trip to the Dutch restaurant. Ben was there to fill you in.
On Friday, April 22nd, Frau Moll's German club took their 3rd annual trip to Deutsche Eck, a Pennsylvania Dutch restaurant whose name translates to Dutch Corner. Advisors for the trip were Frau Moll, Mr. Heck, and Mr. Barnett. This year, all of the spots available for the trip were completely filled.
This restaurant is a Pennsylvania Dutch and American restaurant. We serve Pennsylvania Dutch and American foods.
The students were served Dutch and American food, including pot pie, beets, potato stuffing, hot bacon dressing, and a combination of sausage and pig stomach. Dessert options included various pies and ice cream.
Good hearty Pennsylvania Dutch home cooking, anything you would find in a 24-hour diner, anything from crab cakes to chicken parmesan, but when it comes to Pennsylvania Dutch dishes, we're looking at pig stomach, chicken pot pie, pork and sauerkraut, corn pie, chicken pie, things of that nature.
The students thoroughly enjoyed their cultural experience, and the trip will be available again next year. For Tiger TV News, I'm Ben Reed. Back to you, Connor.
Thanks, Ben. We're going to move to Mr. Dreisbach's room to hear what he has to say on today's Random Ramblings.
Okay, I have the Cup of Destiny. Let's see what it might be. The Eagles trade. Can I pick a different one?
No.
Okay, here we go. So I am a diehard Eagles fan, not quite as diehard as Mr. Dreisbach, who should be doing this Random Ramblings. So instead of rambling down at his end of the hall, we're in 208 today, rambling about the Eagles trade. I assume they're talking about the draft pick trade to Cleveland Browns to up to the number 2 pick, which has now kind of upset Sam Bradford. So now there's going to be another trade with Sam Bradford most likely being traded. And so that leaves a lot of Eagles trades to talk about, and I rambled.
Minithon held another fundraiser last Thursday, looking to raise as much money as possible in anticipation for May 21st's fundraiser. We'll go to Arthur to fill you in on the story.
On Wednesday, April the 20th, Fleetwood Minithon held a fundraiser at Friendly's in Wyomissing.
Friendly's night for Minithon is actually going very well. This is the second year that we did it, and I don't know an exact total yet, but I feel like the Friendly's was as busy as it was last year, so that's very positive.
10% of all funds from those who attended went towards this year's event, which raises money for pediatric cancer research. This event is the second of 3 fundraisers that will be held for Minithon. A similar event was held at Chipotle prior to this, and Yogo Crazy will host a fundraiser in the near future.
This is one of our 3 dining opportunities to raise money for Minithon. Our first was at Chipotle in March, and our next one is going to be in mid-May at Yogo Crazy. So stay tuned for a flyer from your first period teacher.
Minithon will be held on Saturday, May the 21st at the high school. For more information, contact either Mrs. Noggle or Mrs. Hefner.
All of these events are raising money for the big event, which is our Minithon, which runs 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 21st. And our Minithon weekend is kicking off with Mr. Fleetwood. That pageant will be in its 2nd year running, and that will be Friday evening, May 20th.
For Tiger TV News, I'm Arthur Barodi. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks for the report, Arthur. Tiger TV would now like to take the opportunity to encourage you to donate blood to the upcoming drive. It's going to be held next Wednesday, May 4th, throughout the course of the school day. Talk to either of the nurses to find out more information. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.